Welcome to Icon PSJ Media live breaking news. Today, we're reporting from Nigeria. As we do, this news has been upsetting. This isn't just a one-off event. These have been going on for the past few days, if not weeks, if not years. So today on the line, we have Lawrence, our reporter in Nigeria, in Plateau State. And let's get to him right away before we lose him on the connection. Can we bring him in, AJ? Lawrence, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Can you give us an update of what's been going on? We're hearing of deaths, killings, attacks almost on a daily basis. Can you tell us what's happening?
Yeah, the killings started from Monday, where 2 people were killed in a village in Basa local government, Zongo district. 2 people were first killed in their home at night at the village called Irigwe. 2 of them were killed. And immediately the following day, the killings continue. And they go ahead to Plateau, where they killed again. Then the worst of the attack started from day before yesterday, whereby houses were burned and also in Dong. About 8 people killed, and later on, with their motorcycle, destroyed, ambush, going around in those areas. Also in Rafiki, we face a lot. Farmers have access to the farm. They're being killed all time, and it's actually rainy season, and that's the farming time here in Nigeria. So they've been facing a lot of challenges. They've been chased away from their houses, and completely no one have access to his house. A lot in the hospital and facing treatment, and finding difficulty to also have access to good medical care. Waiting for the burial, we're actually in group moving and to condole, and a lot of issues have been going on, and the governments have been keeping silent, and no one is saying something about this. This is what we're going for, the burial of a mass burial where people were being killed, butchered, like these are not human beings. They even kill more than the cows. Human beings are killed more than the cows. So it's not easy. They've been butchered, killed, and the government is saying nothing. The government is always silent over what is going on at all times. So it's so very unfortunate that nobody has time to say something like towards this killing and atrocity going in Nigeria.
So let me get a breakdown of what you just kind of said, a recap. So probably Thursday, the 20th, the killing started with 2 killed in Irigwe in the Miango district. Is that right?
Yes.
And then by Friday, 2 more were killed in Ribakwa, Miango district. And then again on Saturday, 8 were killed in Dong. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then it continued on to Sunday into Rafiki and Zamra Basa, where 3, if not 5 more were killed. And then even on Monday, 2 more. And then even, how many more were killed today and yesterday?
Yeah. Actually today, 3 people were killed again today. We went 3. For the burial, just come back from the burial 3. Then yesterday was up to 5, because counting on the number, you will just hear next, they'll discover a corpse here. That's in Basa local government. Going back to Riom local government, more than 15 people were killed at the same spot. A complete family wiped out, complete in Kwi, village in Riom local government. And this is also a very good musician, my friend, was killed. Mangwa Bulus was also killed. He's a staff with the Equal Secondary School, Miyongo, was killed. A lot of farmers don't have access to go to the farm. And more people will be going hungry, and more may die because of hunger due to this Fulani attacks. Yeah, we have a lot of IDPs inside Miango district now. A lot of children are just running about. No food, nothing to eat. They are suffering.
Let me show them. There's a map on the screen. I think we compiled this last year when there was 2 weeks of incidents from April 1st through April 14th, 2020. and look at today. It's a little over a year later, and the same things are happening. Last year, these attacks happened a little to the west, a little to the north, but it's the same area again. If we look into if you look at the map on the Army base, on the very top center where it says Army Base 3rd Division, that red dot there, that's where the Army has personnel, soldiers stationed. These attacks are happening within minutes of the Army base. What is being done? What security agents, what help are you having when these attacks happen? Are they there immediately and dispersing this, or are they what's going on with the military and the police when these attacks are happening?
Yeah, most times the police comes like a day, or let me say it in hours, say it up to 6 to 10 hours before arriving at the scene after the attack. Even when they give them early sign warnings, they ignore it. They don't come to the attention of people immediately. The security also shows poor action to them, and there's actually negligence of the Nigerian military and the police towards the atrocities going on in Plateau State. They don't give action to it, and worse to say is the state governor. The state governor is supposed to know the security architecture of the state, but he's not even aware of it. He don't know what is going on in the state. He keeps silent. He's supposed to know that last year, this is almost the same time during rainy season, attacks normally used to come up, but he keeps silent over it. In just not because they're Christians. To tell you the truth, the chairman of the local government ignored these people in Dong, refused coming there for the condolence with the state governor. All of them just keep silent, refuse saying something, refuse to end the killing, refuse to even provide food relief assistance to the IDPs. They just kept silent. I don't know if they're happy over what is going on. They're just they don't even bother to know what is going on in the state.
So what we're seeing is these attacks, again, these aren't new. These have been going on for years. These things have been sustained. Everyone knows. You're saying it happens at separate times of the year, but most often the similar time. So it's planting season now. The rains have come. Farmers need to get out and start planting. They're being attacked. They're being prevented from going to their farms and planting their crops. And this is going to happen again, as it happened last year. What's going to happen to those farmers if they're unable to plant again?
Yeah. Based on the statistics I actually do in Basa local government, not fewer than 60% were not able to farm. They are not able to go to their farms within this period. They are all afraid, and some where their farms were even destroyed that very yesterday. So there is a lot of future challenges, and also a lot of people don't have access because they've lost a lot in the past. So they are not able to save money for fertilizer to continue the farming this very moment. So you see, there's a lot of challenges facing the entire security, and that also contributed to food security. That will actually contribute to food security.
So in case you're just joining us, those of you who are watching online or streaming it with YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, this is breaking news. This is our reporter, our colleague, Lauren Zongo, who's in the area, in Miango, in Basa local government of Plateau State, Nigeria. He's been giving us reports, sending us pictures and information on what's happening, and we wanted to share this with the world. We know that some of you may not be watching this live. You may be coming back to it, streaming it on demand later, but this is a document. This is a record in time that's showing this is what's happening in Nigeria, and this isn't new. This has been going on since today. There was attacks. People died. Yesterday, people died. In the past 5 days, over 24 people have been killed that we know of. If hundreds, if not more, have been displaced. And Lawrence had shared earlier that children are largely the ones that are being displaced. Though they can't go to school, they can't go help their parents on the farm. These things are happening right now. Lawrence, can you just share with us the situation of why you believe that the Fulani militants are running with impunity, without being held accountable to what they're doing?
Yeah, one of those things that the Fulani have all the courage to fight. Mieti Allah is one of the great sponsors of the Fulani militias. Mieti Allah have been doing a lot to support them. And also, Mieti Allah got direct sponsorship from the presidency because the president himself is the grand patron of the Mieti Allah, and he has been giving them that actual support. If you see, you observe that any attacks by the Fulani, the presidency don't say anything. The president don't say anything concerning that. They don't care. They speak about the Boko Haram time to time, but that of the Fulani, they're keeping silent completely because one, the president is also a Fulani man. And what are they actually fighting? They need land. They want to chase people out of their land to grab their land, mostly Christians community. They are after that. The Middle Belt is actually on the face of attack because they know they are Christians, and one of the side over here, they want to reduce their population against the 2023 election. So they should see have another Muslim president again, who is going to be more tyrant than Muhammadu Buhari, who is actually giving us these very challenges in this country.
So this is so you're saying that the sentiment on the ground is because Muhammadu Buhari became president 2015, he's been on the ground, he's been not preventing these attacks, and by extension, it's allowing them to go forward. So without government wherewithal to stop and prevent these, or to at least help the citizens, they will continue to grow and go on.
Yes, because this atrocity begins even, let me say, before the coming of the president, but there were actually actions taken along. But immediately the coming of this very regime is actually worse. And what are we saying this? Because most of the top military officials or the top military officials are all Muslims and they're all Fulani. And top of the government officials also, they're Fulani and Muslims. Why are they not stopping their people from such atrocity? So it's a clear indication that yes, they know what is going for their silence and they don't want to stop it. It's for their own personal interest, and they have a particular target they're after it to ensure that, to see that no Christian exists in Nigeria, most especially in the Middle Belt.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is Lauren Zongo, who's our eyewitness reporter in Plateau State, Nigeria. We're just reporting on the attacks. The map that you're seeing on the screen is from last year, and we're just re-showing it because these attacks happened last year, where over almost 100 people were killed. And again, this year, we're already 5 days into these renewed attacks that started last week, Thursday, and it's Wednesday. So 6 days have gone on, or 7 days of these attacks have gone on. What's going to happen in the upcoming days, in the next week? Are we going to have the same incident as we did last year, and no one is doing or saying anything about it? I guess we're just bringing this report. We got about 3 more minutes. Lawrence, what else is happening with the local law enforcement or the local vigilantes? Are they pushed to the wall? Are they wanting to retaliate, or not retaliate, just to defend? What are they doing, I guess, is what I'm asking.
Right. The local vigilante who has the den guns, they've been collected by the Nigerian military. They've seized them, and they refuse to go into seize that of the Fulani. You see, it's a clear indication that they're against Christians, and they're kind of seeing how the indigenous people in Plateau State don't have place to stay. They kind of stop them from holding the guns, the farmers, but actually they allowed the Fulani to go around. And if you may ask, how are they getting the bullets? The bullets are the Nigerian army bullets. It's clear indication that it's the army giving them such bullets. We have series of investigations to know that where those bullets are coming from, but the Nigerian authority don't have the ability to investigate. When phones of this Fulani being fall, we got their phones. We report to the military, but they fail in actually accessing it. I know I face a lot of threat in giving such reports to the military. They're actually against, because they don't know they don't want the truth, to hear the truth. Phones will even get more of the Fulani, they will submit it, but they will not investigate on it. Up to date, even yesterday, they left with some phones of victims they killed. They've been calling the family members, but yet we told the military they're not able to do anything over it to investigate and see how to apprehend these criminals. They're keeping silent over it. They're doing nothing. So they've weakened the performance of the local vigilante. And you have to know the local vigilante, they're very poor. They don't have anybody giving them support to protect their land. No support from them. They will just be lying that farmers have guns and what. No one is giving them support. They're not even able to farm to get the resources. How would they make it? The governor lied last time that farmers have guns. It's a lie. It's a typical lie. And some NGOs also going around making that the same claim that farmers are holding guns too. If farmers are holding guns, would they be allowed to be killed daily? They will not also revenge and kill back? Because the military has failed. They've already failed in protecting lives. The government has failed too in doing the right thing. So there is nothing we can do concerning that. And we have no any other means to do that.
So as we wrap up in the last 2 minutes here, I have a map on the screen that's been shared with us. So this is, if you look at the center of the gray area where it says Dong, that's Jos City. Jos and Bukaru is kind of to the south. But this is, so if we zoomed out and zoomed out. So if we looked at the center of Nigeria, right? This is right in the middle of Nigeria where this is happening. And we zoom in and we see that you said it took 6 hours for the military to get to that location. On our map, if you had a vehicle, which I'm sure the military does, it would take them 20 minutes to drive from the base to where this is, 30 minutes at tops. But you're saying it took 6 hours for them to get there. How is that even possible? I just don't understand this.
Yeah. Most time the military comes after the attacks or to when the attacks finish. And I can still believe with the words of T.Y. Dajima, there's collusion between these criminals and the government as well with the military. There's a collusion. They are coming in together. They know what they're doing. I know sometimes the truth is always bitter. And once if they say this, top kind of, Melafia also makes a revolution on that. He reveals some of the secrets instead of them to come up to see how they will end this. And there've been rumor already going around that yes, these Fulani are coming up together with the bandits and also Boko Haram, 3 of them coming to attack Plateau State. Who knows this is true? Even when giving this to the military, they keep quiet. So there's negligence abound on the military performance towards what is going on in Plateau State. And this is coming very close. Yes, I know they complain that the road is bad. Yes, but the bad road, when the government fix it, they know that yes, this is a area that are facing a lot of security challenges. Fixed roads. There's no lights, nothing good there. There are a lot of challenges going on to say that yes, where the military will suffer to make it there. But the government intentionally refused to fix those roads so that people should not have access to it. And even when they're taking someone to the hospital, like yesterday, taking someone to hospital because of the bad roads, it gave up on the roads.
So these things, just to recap again, this is Lawrence from Plateau State giving us an eyewitness report of the attacks that have been going on. Again, today, I think he said 5 people were killed today. Yesterday, 3 were killed. Monday, 2 were killed. On Sunday, 5 were killed. Saturday, 8 were killed. And on Friday, again, the 21st, 2 were killed. And on Thursday, when this all started, 2 were killed. So that's up to 24 in the past 6 days. Wow. And we're hoping and we're praying for this will stop and cease. But what would you have, as we wrap up this segment on this breaking news, what would you have to say to our viewers, those who are in the international community? What would you have them to say to the people in the UK and the USA? What can we do to help raise this voice and bring an end to this violence and these atrocities?
Yeah, we've been crying on this. The international community should stop President Buhari from coming to their country. If you can't fix his own country, he should not go to any country for any assistance. They should stop giving him money for COVID-19. This is not our problem in Nigeria. Our problem is not the COVID vaccine. He should prevent the killings by his tribesmen. If he can do that, that's the best. This is the best. He should stop, because the COVID did not kill anybody here in Nigeria like the way the Fulanis have been killing people. So they should see how they should stop that. Funds should come into the vigilante. Talk to Israelis to come and train more of Christians on how to protect themselves from all these atrocities. They should come and look into it. The Biden administration, not to be biased, he should look into how Christians are being killed, and a special repertoire on judicial killings, a special repertoire on human rights, and special repertoire on religious freedom should come to Nigeria and investigate, an independent investigation to report what is going on. We're willing to give report and give sincere judgment on what is going on too. If the United Nations also to come in, the ICC, to petition the government of President Buhari that have killed a lot of people, fighting corruption, but it's not fighting ending killings of people, is also corruption. Corruption is not only when you steal money, but when you kill lives. Lives are being killed. Lives are being killed. So the government should look into what to do. The United Nations should see what to do to end such atrocities. And to wrap it again, on the 28th is International Day of Mourning, National Day of Mourning and Remembrance of this atrocity, those being killed by attack. We're going to mourn that very day. Civil society organizations are all meeting. Plateau State is going to hold its own event at Plateau State House of Assembly to give its own petition.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So Lawrence has said a lot there. Again, Lawrence is in Plateau State. He's given us a report. Lawrence isn't new to us. He's been with us for the last 2, if not 3 years, reporting and giving us eyewitness accounts of what is going on. And again, he knows that the Nigerian government can do something, but they're not. So he's calling on the international community, if I understood correctly, to put pressure on what Nigeria is doing, whether it's stopping the people like President Buhari from traveling, issuing travel bans, visa sanctions, also financially. What is going on with the international community giving funds into Nigerians? Where is that money going? Let's follow that money to make sure it's going to where it says it's going. Is it helping equal sides? Yes, we do believe there are Muslims that are being killed as well in areas like Katsina and in places in Borno. But at the same time, we look at the Middle Belt, places like Plateau State, Kaduna State, Benue, Taraba, where predominantly Christians are being killed. Is relief funds helping them equally? And then finally, he's calling on people to pray. And I think he said the 28th, which is Friday, the 28th, a day of mourning. Significant. So let's join our Nigerian brothers and sisters in praying and fasting for this severe need and attention. As well as, I'll share this with you, Lawrence, too, on June 5th in the U.S., we're doing a rally in Nebraska. We're rallying for Nigeria. We're showing up in mass like we did in Minneapolis last month and showing people that, look, there are people in the U.S. that care and are concerned with what's going on in Nigeria. So these events, these things will happen. We'll share it with these on our Facebook page. We'll put them on our Twitter. So please follow, be aware, be informed, and get involved. Don't just sit back and shake your head and pray a silent prayer. Pray with others. Share this with your church leaders, your faith leaders, your friends, your family. These situations need divine intervention, but they also need us on the ground to work on behalf of persecuted and vulnerable Nigerians. So, Lawrence, we appreciate your time. Again, this sad situation where over 24 people have died in the last week. We pray that it won't happen like it did last year when over 100 died in 2 weeks. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being with us today, and God bless everyone.
Thank you.